Hey guys, what's up? Underground Geek here. And I want to talk about a comic book today. I don't know if that many people are checking it out, but you really need to, because if you want comic books that aren't too serious right now, but you want like decent story and decent art at the same time, then you need to check out Justice League Power Rangers by Boom Studios and DC Studios, or DC Comics. It's number 6. They're $3.99. You might say $3.99 for this, but it's actually kind of worth it because I think it's going to be. I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is 6 of 6, and it ends on kind of a cliffhanger. And it's just a good story because all the heroes are in the classic costumes. If you'll notice that, look at Cyborg's classic outfit, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then you got the Green Lantern. And for some reason, we don't have Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern. I thought that was kind of weird to have the original but not have Hal Jordan. I like John Stewart, but I mean, it's just kind of weird. I guess they're going for the early 2000s like Justice League TV show, Justice League. I guess that's the ones that they're trying to use because I think they were popular at the same time that these Power Rangers were. I don't know. I think that's what they're going for. But look at the cover there. Is that not cool? You get the Justice League, and then you get the Zords. Not too much, not too little. All right, so this is issue number 6. In the last issue, we had Alpha 5 make himself into a giant in order to fight the monster because the Power Rangers don't have their Zords right now. And so it's like an all-out battle with Brainiacs and Putties versus the Justice League and the Power Rangers on the Power Rangers world. Isn't that cool? But anyway, they're fighting. We got some cool fight scenes here. We got the Justice League going at it with the Power Rangers. Now, there is a couple of downsides to this, but all in all, it's pretty fun. I'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, so we got some pretty cool fight scenes continuing here. And what happens is Alpha 5 knocks a monster down. It's going to hit the ground and kill people, and then the Justice League stop it just in time. He apologizes. They tell him, they've been there before. And then they say that they need to get Angel Grove, which has been shrunk by Brainiac. They need to get it to safety. So they get the Flash to go, but then they realize that the power center isn't there. And so they realize that the Zordon is missing. And they actually find out later that he's around Zed's neck like a prize. So he's using the Zords against them with Brainiac, and he's wearing Zordon like a prize. Pretty cool, huh? Then we get a nice little spread right there. Batman with the Power Rangers fighting the Brainiacs and the Putties. In the background, we got the Green Lantern attacking the T-Rex Megazord. And then they've got a piece of Brainiac's arm that they're trying to hack into. So the Pink Ranger and Cyborg and Billy are all trying to do that. And I like this because they team up Brainiac with Billy, and it really, they bounce off each other because they're both geniuses. And that's when they come up with a plan. Batman lets them through, and they attack Cyborg and take him over again. They had already done that one time, but now they're taking him over again. And so at that point, Brainiac thinks he's won, but then Billy lets him in on that it's actually a trick. So then they upload a virus to the rest of the little mini Brainiacs, and they all start malfunctioning one at a time. So they're all taking them down. And so then they get the Zords back. It's on now. And that's when Zordon but Lord Zed has had enough. He is going to use the magic on himself and make himself gigantic. Is that not cool? So Zed is had enough. He makes himself huge, and they said, did anyone know he could do that? And he said, and Wonder Woman in classic style says he just made himself a bigger target. Hit him. So they try to attack him, but he uses his blast on them, and that's when they make the very good assumption, because you're thinking, well, why would that hurt Superman? Batman says, no, it's magic. And Superman is vulnerable to magic, so he's badly wounded, and Zed's fixing to kill him with his giant staff. And that's when the Megazord shows up. Saves them just in time. Look at the detail. It's not the best art, but look at the detail. They even did expression on Superman's face from that distance. So then that's when the fight starts. They're beating up War Z in his metal bikini. And then Alpha teams up with them. So then they both start attacking. And that's when there was this funny little part here because Zed gets a sucker punch on the Megazord, and they're like, was that supposed to hurt? It takes some adjustment, doesn't it? Suddenly having limbs that weigh more than buildings. Maybe if you had time to get used to it, this would be a fair fight. But you don't have time, and you're not ready for us. Then the pow, right in the kidney punch. And then as he's laying there, then they knee him in the head. And it says, you came for our planet. You missed. And that's when he blasts him, knocks him back. And he uses it as a diversion to shrink himself back down and start taking off to get away. And the Pink Ranger says, oh no. And she uses the Green Arrow's weapon to totally sock him in the face with a punch arrow. Okay, that was pretty much the most satisfying thing ever. And then, look at that, that's pretty cool, isn't it? They're taking Brainiac's ship and they're using it to make Angel Grove big again. And they said, well, did you get the measurements right? And he says, I don't know. Maybe we should ask the guy with microscopic, telescopic, and X-ray vision for his opinion. Superman, how does this look? A little to the left. So then we get this shot here, classic form. We have the Power Rangers there. Now, the only thing I don't get is why is the Green Ranger in there? Because, where is he sitting? I can't remember if he had his own seat or not, because doesn't he have the Dragon Zord? But then they make Angel Grove big again. Everything's back to normal. And then we get a little shot here where the Justice League are hanging out with the Power Rangers at the juice bar. And Batman, being Batman, scares Bulk and Skull off. So then they're all drinking their drinks. Batman's going to pay for it because he's a millionaire. And they tell him, and I like this little fact here, they really thought about it. They said, actually, you can't pay because we never had that president. His money has Lex Luthor on it, so it's not going to work in their universe. So as they're getting ready to send everybody home, this is when it registered to me here that they didn't really develop the characters enough. And I guess they were just trying to have fun, but like the Green Ranger pretty much got zero time in this comic whatsoever, and he's a kind of a big character favorite of mine. Yellow Ranger pretty much didn't either, but I know you had to sacrifice. It was pretty much Batman and like the Blue Ranger. That was the ones who got the most time to me. So then they're all leaving. They're saying their goodbyes. As they're saying goodbye, everybody's starting to walk off, and then Alpha 5 notices there's something wrong with him. Uh-oh. He's been infected with a Brainiac. So it ends on a cliffhanger. Now this was written by Tom Taylor, artist and colorist is Stephen Byrne, letter is Duran Bennett, and cover is Carl Kerschel. But it was really a 3-time team up if you think about it, because it was Saban, Boom Studios, and DC was all getting together. And this is some good product placement. They thought about this because they put Ninjago advertisement in here in this Power Rangers Justice League comic book. That was pretty smart. And then we get this cool shot here of all the Blu-ray movies that are out. This will always be a classic. But yeah, all in all, this is a good, fun comic. Now, were the characters kind of underdeveloped? Yes. Was the dialogue kind of cheesy? Yes. Do I care? No. Because I immediately saw this and knew that this was just going to be a good time. So you definitely need to check it out. It's worth it. Go back. I mean, I bet you could buy this whole set pretty cheap. Go back and check these out. You'll like it. It's good fun for everybody. I mean, look at that shot there. They did 6 of them. This was the last one that come out this last week. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's the Power Rangers with the Megazord teaming up with the Justice League, and they're in their classic outfits. I mean, how could you be upset about that? I got interrupted there, but yeah, guys, I'll talk to you later. Underground Geek out, and I hope you have a great day, guys. Justice League Power Rangers number 6. Check it out. Bye.